Welcome to Shon Machshava on the Daf. Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas Am Yaakov Shalom and Leah Bas Yitzchok. We're only Basra Daf Kuf Tesvav. The Gemara in the beginning of Bris brings the big yisoid. The Gemara says Nachlo Mishameshes V'Ileches Ad Reuven. The Nachla goes back until Reuven. It says the Gemara, why don't you say Nachlo Mishameshes V'Ileches Ad Yaakov till Yaakov Avinu? Says the Gemara Ma'arbaye Gemiri D'Loi Kol Shifta. There is a avtacha that a shevet will never be gone. The Rashbam brings the pasuk that says, Ki ani Hashem lo shiniti, v'ante bnei Yaakov lo chilisim. So there's a avtacha for the shevet, that the shevet will always be intact. There's always going to be the 12 Shevatim in Klal Yisrael. Now the Chassid Sofer in Jerushas asks a question. He says, we know that in Chet HaHegel, in Chet HaMeraglim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, let me go and get rid of Am Yisrael, and you're going to be the one that will be Klal Yisrael. But if a shevet cannot be gone, so how can Moshe Rabbeinu be Klal Yisrael? What about the 12 Shevatim? So I might say this question in the Chassid Sofer in Chet HaHegel, it's not a big question, because the Medrash in Shmoyis Rabbah Memdal Tes says clearly that was one of the answers the Moshe Rabbeinu told HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The Medrash brings that once HaKadosh Baruch Hu told Moshe Rabbeinu, I will make you into the nation. So what did Moshe Rabbeinu answer the HaKadosh Baruch Hu? El kashem shnishbata la'ovos v'kiyamte moim bris, kach af la'shvatim nishbata v'kiyamte moim bris. Uminayin sh'HaKadosh Baruch Hu nishba la'shvatim. Where do we know HaKadosh Baruch Hu is nishba la'shvatim? Shene'emar shvuos matos oimer sela. Uminayim shekiyem HaKadosh Baruch Hu imor bris. I know they have a covenant. Shema zacharta in bris rishonim zu bris hashvatim. So the taina was, what about bris hashvatim? Ulvarecha tamami mishevet Levi shani mishivtu. That's a shevet Levi. Ma yeshcha loymar l'shevet Reuven l'shvatim acherim. So what about the shvatim? Omar Rabbi Yitzchok oisasha lo yachol lashiv. So to speak, HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not have an answer. Omar HaKadosh Baruch Hu yafeh amarto miyad v'yinochem Hashem. So Adarabba, the Bris Shvatim was the answer, was the knockout punch answer of Moshe Rabbeinu, so to speak, to convince HaKadosh Baruch Hu not to destroy Am Yisrael. But in Chet HaMeraglim is very different. Because in Chet HaMeraglim, the Medrash brings also the conversation between HaKadosh Baruch Hu and Moshe Rabbeinu. And HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, I'll make you Goy Gadol. So now, what does Moshe Rabbeinu answer HaKadosh Baruch Hu? Says the Medrash, Kivan Shara Moshe Kach Omad B'Mida Acheres, Vayoyim Moshe L'Hashem V'Yishvu Mitzrayim. The Egyptians will hear about it. V'Omru Yoshua Eretz Yisrael, Sheyoyim Shloya B'Koyach Lazun Oisan. They're going to say that HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not have the power to sustain Am Yisrael, Chas Hashem. And that was the answer of Moshe Rabbeinu to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in Chet HaMeraglim. And the shaila is, if the Taina of Bris Shvatim is so strong, as we see in our Gemara, and that was the Taina Moshe Rabbeinu back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in Chet HaHegel, why in Chet HaMeraglim we don't have that Taina? So my father Shlita has a Gevaldik Ashir on this. It's printed in the Sefer Bekeren HaYovel that my brothers and I put out a few years ago in Maimer Chafei. And there he brings the following answer. The Briskerov has a big yisoy regarding Bris Shvatim, which is mentioned here. The Briskerov in Parshas Vayichi, he brings in the Psukim of Chet HaHegel, it says, so Moshe Rabbeinu is saying, you promised Avtochat Avram Yitzchak Yaakov, and then he mentions Kol Haaretz Azois. Why are you mentioning here the Aretz, Avtochas Aretz? So the Briskerov says a Gevaldik thing, that the Yisoy, the Bris Shvatim, comes together with Eretz Yisrael. The Nachala of Eretz Yisrael is divided to Shvatim. Why? The Iker of Tochas Haaretz Ne'emar Sha'Haaretz Titchalek L'Shvatim. That's how Eretz Yisrael is given to Am Yisrael. It's given to them through Bris Shvatim. Bris Shvatim is the connection to Eretz Yisrael. And my father brings the Pachad Yitzchok in Igur Suksovim, Igur Geras Lametet, that adds another point to it. And he says like this, Iker Nitzchius Kiyu Moshe Knesset Yisrael. The fact that Am Yisrael remains eternal, forever. Where does that come from? Eina noiveya elo me'aftochas ha'aretz davko. The nitzchios of Am Yisrael depends on Eretz Yisrael. So putting the Briskerov together with Pachad Yitzchak comes out, Haftochas ha'shvatim gives us Eretz Yisrael, which gives Am Yisrael the nitzchios, the fact that they can never be destroyed. And according to this, the time of Avtachas Shevatim is so much stronger. Moshe Rabbeinu tells HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you promise Avtachas Shevatim, and that promise is the nitzchus of Klal Yisrael. So you can't destroy Klal Yisrael. Mimele is understood very much why he did not mention in Cheta Miraglim, why Moshe Rabbeinu is not mentioning Bris Shevatim. Because the Ramban says clearly in Pasha Shlach, that Moshe Rabbeinu is not mentioning Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Shenishbato Lehem, and he gave them the Eretz Yisrael. Why? Says the Ramban, Lo yu chafetzim b'matona shelehem, she'er oves yu bocharim b'meoid. In Cheta Meraglim, Am Yisrael is saying, we do not want the Eretz Yisrael. So you're going to come and say, we're talking about Avtachas Haaretz. According to Bris that we just learned, Bris Shevatim is the Avtach of Eretz Yisrael. It comes together. So if we don't want Eretz Yisrael, we don't have Bris Shevatim either. So in Mele, we have a Gevaldik Pshat in our Gemara. Bris Shevatim is something which depends on Nachlas Eretz Yisrael. When you have the Nachlas of Eretz Yisrael, you have the Bris Shevatim, and that's the best answer to the chashash of the destruction of Am Yisrael in Chet Hegel. But Chet Meraglim, when Am Yisrael did not want Eretz Yisrael, then you don't have the Eretz Yisrael, so you don't have also the Bris Shevatim. And just to conclude, because this daf is learned in the second day of Yom Tov of Sukkos. Kayadua, Sukkos and Eretz Yisrael go hand in hand. As the Vilna Gaon says, Eretz Yisrael is something you mekayim with your entire body, and Sukkos is the only other mitzvah that you go in with your entire body. It's brought down in the Sfarim that being in a Sukkah is a mahalach of being in Eretz Yisrael. So in Mele, it's very appropriate to speak about Bris Shevatim, which depends on the Nachla of Eretz Yisrael in the time of Sukkos, which is Haynuach as being in Eretz Yisrael. Anyone who wants to join Shomachshava email us to WhatsApp group, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.